Welcome back to Steins Gate. Last time, Kurisu and Okarin were trying to come up with a way to save Mayuri, but we're also discussing the fact that if whatever's causing Mayuri to die every single time is from more than 48 hours ago, they can't do anything about it because that's one of the limits of the time loop machine, 48 hours for some reason. And yeah, then it came to a pretty sudden end because my microphone stopped working, which I have hopefully, fingers crossed, fixed now, so it should all be fine. But yeah, when I last played it, I did play a couple more lines, but I really didn't get much further than where it got up to. Maybe just 2 or 3 more minutes at most. So yeah, we'll just keep going and let's see what happens.
もっときちんとした設備のあるところでお金をたくさん使ってきちんとしたパーツを使えばなんとかなるかもしれないけど
I'd need a real laboratory with real equipment. It would be expensive, which means we'd need sponsors.
それをやろうとしてもどうせセルンに潰されると思う
And if we go looking, I'm pretty sure CERN would crush us.
未来の私かあんたが未だにタイムリープしてきていないという回で証明終了かな
I'd say that's proven by the fact that neither you nor I have leapt here from the far future yet. So basically,
結局何もできないということではないか
we can't do anything?
タイムリープマシンがあっても5時間後にマユリがセルに殺される運命は結局避けられないのかよ
Even with the time leap machine, we can't stop CERN from killing Mayuri 5 hours from now? At that moment, I hear a sound from outside the window. What? Is it Moeka? Did she overhear us? I dash to the window and look down at the street. Okay, this is where I left it originally last time before the microphones got all annoying. Because this felt like a bit of a cliffhanger, even though I was guessing it's Suzuka and I'm still sure it's Suzuka, because that sounds like a bike. And I think Moeka would be a bit more stealthy. Also, I can't believe that they have these conversations with the window open. You think after one time being overheard, they'd be like, okay, this is a bit confidential, so maybe let's close the windows just for, you know, the 5 minutes we're having this conversation. But they don't do that, and I think that's a bit stupid. But anyway, I guess let's see if I'm right. Let's see if it's Suzuka. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like that's super surprising. It's Suzuka. Her bicycle has fallen over, and she's scurrying to pick it up. Our eyes meet. Huh? Why does she look so pale? Probably because she just heard you go, "We can't save Mayuri from dying!" Her lips move slightly. It looks like she's whispering something, but I can't make it out from here.
What?
Hey! I call out to Suzuha, but she leaps on her bike and zips away. She's acting strange. I smell a conspiracy. I mean, he's been saying that from the start, but I have to give him a bit more credence now because there definitely is at least one. Moeka was a spy. Could Suzuha be the same? I mean, she could be. I don't think it would be for the same organization because they were very clearly against one another the few times that they had that fight on the different timelines. I mean, that would be, you know, maybe she could be a double agent, I guess, but I think that would be a lot. I don't think that's what's happening. I still think she's from the future. So, I think that's what's suspicious about her, not her being a spy. It's too dangerous to trust anyone. Suzuha has exhibited suspicious behaviour, though not as much as Moeka has. She's openly hostile towards Kurisu, and she was able to take down CERN's hit squad single-handedly. I wonder if this missing father of hers really exists. Could he be the John Titor who's been posting on the internet? What is the meaning of the name Barrel Titor, which is a weird name, so I do want to know the meaning of that. Instinct tells me that she knows something. I dash out of the lab.
ちょっとどこ行くの
Hey, where are you going? I know I don't have much chance of catching her on foot, but I have to try. There's something going on here. This is a completely new sequence of events. According to my memories of the future, Suzuha is supposed to remain at the Brawn Tube workshop until 6:30 this evening. Yeah, but, you know, back in the future, in the other futures, she hasn't heard you yelling about Mayuri dying through a window. But when she overheard me talking to Kurisu, she suddenly took off like a bat out of hell. This has to mean something. I mean, I don't know, but I would have thought it meant something when, you know, she saw the the bomb things, left and came back and beat up Moeka. Like, that's suspect. But, I don't know. I guess he's fine with that. Suzuha's already out of sight. But when she left, she was headed for Chuodori. I wonder if her phone's on. Maybe I should just try calling her. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I feel like every other time he's really heavily hinted, maybe I should call someone. I've just kept pressing enter until I've missed the opportunity because I always thought he was going to automatically do it. But he doesn't do that. So I'm going to do it myself. For the first time ever. Oh my god, it's working. Okay, helpful. I need to talk to you. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. What? All because I acted like a spoiled child. This time, I'm going. Bye. Hey, Suzuha, wait! It's happening again. She's going to disappear. Last time, I lost sight of her near the station. I search up and down Chuodori, but find no trace of Suzuha or her bike. I have to be careful. There could already be rounders here in Akiba. I comb the area around the station's main exit, but there's no sign of her anywhere. I lost sight of her here before, so I thought she might be close by. Maybe I should corner her on my next time leap, press her for answers before she can escape. I'd better get back to the lab. I start walking away from the station, but just then, the people around me gasp and point. Everyone's looking up at the sky. No, not the sky. The satellite embedded in the roof of Radican, because she's leaving in it! I don't remember exactly what happened the last time she sort of ran off because it was so long ago now, but I do remember that the next morning after he screwed up her meeting her father and she didn't meet him and then she left and they didn't have a party, next morning just before he time leaked for some reason that I also can't remember, I think it was something to do with Suzuha actually, because he felt bad? I can't remember, I don't know, but in the morning, just before the time leap, I checked the phone and I checked the messages, and there were two, one from Daru and one from Mayuri, that said, the satellite's gone. And I was like, oh yeah, because Suzuha's left and I think she's a time traveler, so it must be her leaving in the satellite, satellite, I'm quoting that because it's actually a time machine. But I feel like this is proof I was right, which really just gives me more questions, but oh well. Why now? It's been there for 2 weeks. It's practically a landmark now. But everyone looks like they're seeing it for the first time. So I turn and look up too. The lights on the satellite are blinking. Is someone inside? Yes. Who? Suzuha? Or could it be Moeka? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Suzuha, 100% sure. But even if it was Moeka, I can't think of any reason why she would be in the satellite. What would be different this time for Moeka that would make her do this with the satellite when she hasn't done it on any other world line? The satellite has remained silent through all of my previous time leaps. What has changed? Obviously, the fact that Suzuha overheard my conversation with Kurisu. Previously, I lost sight of her at the station. In other words, right next to Radican. Suzuha must be up there. Everyone's staring at the satellite. This is my chance to sneak in without being noticed. The shutters are half open, just as they were when I confronted Moeka. I summon my courage and crawl through the crack. When I get inside, the first thing I see is Suzuha's bike lying on the floor. So it is her. What is she trying to do? What is that satellite? How is it related to John Titor? Is it even a satellite? Nobody knows for sure. I checked online. No satellites fell out of orbit that day. When they do, whether by accident or design, they usually burn up in the atmosphere. It's impossible for one to land in such perfect condition. So what is it then? A jolt suddenly runs through my body. I think he's getting it. Could it be a time machine? There's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something. The elevator and escalator aren't operating, so I bound up the stairs 2 at a time. My lungs gasp and my legs burn, but I force my body to carry me to the top. There's the satellite, lodged in Reddy Khan's roof. I noticed wires holding it in place. The police must have done that so it wouldn't fall. There's a hatch open on the side of the machine. I see someone moving inside.
Suzuha!
The person freezes when I shout. I run to the satellite.
Okabe. Rintaro.
Suzuha turns to me with a sad expression. Behind her, I can see the interior of the satellite. It's surprisingly simple, without the switches and buttons you'd expect. Instead, there's a black box the size of a desktop PC. There are numbers on the screen, 2010-08-13, and below that, 1975-08-13. Why 1975? Like, I get the 2010, like, that's the date that they're at now. Like, I don't think she came... If she came from the future, I guess I would expect a future date to be there. 1975? That's like 25 years earlier. I could do maths. What? 35 years earlier? Remember my maths degree that I have? Because clearly I don't. Wow. But yeah, like, what's the importance of that date? Is that when the IBM... Was the IBM 5100 out in 1975? Would that be a way to get it? I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out. Suzuha reaches out to press a button. Ow! Sparks burst from the panel. She jerks back, her fingertips burned. What are you doing? Not working. You know how to use that thing? She doesn't reply. I see her shoulders sag. Oh, working. Those sparks had to be from an electrical short. My eyes are burning from the smoke. Answer me, Amane Suzuha. I swallow hard, then ask the question. This is a time machine, isn't it? Are you a time traveler? With her head hung low, Suzuha nods. I'm... John Titor. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think... It's fuzzy, it's been a long time, but I think I, at least at one point when I was coming up with various theories, did suggest that she was John Titor. I'm pretty sure I also suggested at one point that Moeka was John Titor. But I feel like at some point I had guessed this because I'm not surprised. I'm just kind of like, oh, of course. We finally figured out who it is. Doesn't answer all the questions, but it's one. There's still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. Suzuha has calmed down a bit, so I start pressing her for answers. What do you mean, you're John Titor? Exactly what it sounds like. I I'm the John Titor who's been posting on @channel.
男だと思っていた。
I thought he was a guy. Yes, because, you know, no one's ever pretended to be a different gender on the internet. Suzuha smiles humorlessly.
まんまと騙された？カムフラージュの意味もあるんだよね。
I fooled you. Guess my camouflage worked then.
何から隠れようとしていた？
Who are you hiding from?
セルン。
Then,
ジ
of
ョン・タイタ
course,
ーとして書き込んだことはもしかして
those stories you posted, were they...
そう。一部を除いて、ほとんどが事実。
True, mostly. A few exceptions. It's those exceptions that bother me.
お前は2036年から来たというのか？あの人工衛星、いやタイムマシンに乗って。
So you came from 2036 and that satellite... That's your time machine?
本当は正体明かさないままでいようと思ったんだけどさ。よりによってマシンが故障してるなんて。
I was hoping you wouldn't find out, but my time machine went and broke on me.
完全に私の失策だ。
I really screwed up, huh?
だがタイターのタイムマシンはシボルエに積まれていたはず。
I thought Titor's time machine was loaded on his Chevy.
シボルエ？車だっけ？それどこからの情報？
Chevy, that's a car, right? Where did you hear that?
2000年に現れたタイターが自分でそう言った。
The Titor in 2000 said so?
2000年？
2000.
それもしかすると別の世界線の私かもね。
That might be me on a different world line.
少なくとも私は2000年には行ってない。2036年からまっすぐここに来た。
At least, I haven't been to 2000. I came straight here from 2036. So it was someone else. It's true that Titor never posted in 2000. Not on the current world line. It doesn't matter. I can worry about that later.
お前は何を知っている？
What do you know? I press Suzuha for answers, trapping her between me and the wall so she can't escape.
さっき俺とクリスの話を聞いていたな。なぜあんなに慌ててタイムマシンに向かった？お前は何をしようとしたんだ？
You overheard my conversation with Kurisu, right? Why did you run to the time machine? What were you trying to do?
私のせいかと思って。
I thought it was my fault.
何？
What?
私がここでのんびりしてたせいでセルンの好きにさせちゃったんだ。
Because I neglected my mission, CERN was able to put their plan in motion.
ねえ、本当なの？
Is it true? Suzuha suddenly grabs my shoulders.
椎名真由里があと数時間後にセルンに殺されるって本当？
Is it true that CERN kills Sheena Mayuri?
事実だ。俺は5時間後からタイムリープしてきた。
It's true. I time leaped from 5 hours in the future.
タイムリープ？
Time leaped?
君たちのタイムマシン完成したんだ。
So you guys completed your time machine?
それより答えろ。お前のせいとはどういうことなんだ？
I need answers. What do you mean it's your fault? Suzuha bites her lip and looks away.
全部話すよ。私のこと
I'll tell you everything.
話さなくちゃいけないと思う。君とマキセ・クリスには。
I think you need to know. You and Makise Kurisu. Kurisu? Why Kurisu? Because she's just as involved with the time loop machine? Maybe? I don't know. I guess I'll find out if I let Suzuha talk. We should head back to the lab. But first, I offer Suzuha my handkerchief. She looks at me for a second, then takes it and ties it around her burned hand.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, I think we'll leave it there because I feel like, you know, we've reached 20 minutes, and also if we keep going, I think we're going to get a big info dump about time travel in 2036 and what's going on with CERN and with Suzuka, and I don't want to stop in the middle of that, so here feels like a good place. So yeah, we will leave it here. Hopefully next time we'll get a lot more answers and figure out what's going on with Mayuri's death and with Suzuha and her time traveling. Oh yeah, I also want to say thank you to whoever it was that told me about the sync text thing. So it goes, you know, it only finishes showing the text once they finish speaking. It has made it so much easier for me, and it's great. So thank you for that. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.